Hello everyone, welcome back to a new section. My name is Arun. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ രണ്ട് വെക്ടറിന്റെ ക്രോസ് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ആണ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പോകുന്നത്. So already we have seen the dot product there. I hope like those ones are okay for you. If that is okay dear, then cross product is gonna be very easy, okay, trust me. Because now you're gonna start comparing with the dot product and then you're gonna learn the cross product here. But without a further delay dear, we will start off with the cross product then. എന്തായാലും ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ we are gonna talk about രണ്ട് വെക്ടറിന്റെ cross product, right? Okay. Now you have a vector like this. This is vector A. ഇത് vector B. And in between they have an angle, or there is an angle theta. ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ and if they are asked to find the cross product, എങ്ങനെയാണ് cross product എഴുതുന്നത്? A vector cross B vector, right dear? Yes. ഇത് ഞാൻ ആദ്യം തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോഴേ ഞാൻ multiplication of vectors തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോഴേ ഞാനിത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു how you represent this one. So A cross B ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ what you will get is it's something very similar to what we have seen in dot product there, which is mod A mod B. Okay, now there is a change. നമ്മൾ അവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് cos ആയിരുന്നു, so here it will be sin theta. Now I'll start to compare with. ഇപ്പോൾ ഡോട്ട് പ്രോഡക്റ്റിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതേപോലെയാണ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടത് അല്ലേ? മോഡ് എ മോഡ് ബി, യാ, then you have a cos theta. Fine dear. അതാണ് നമ്മൾ അവിടെ കണ്ടത്. അപ്പോൾ I have also told you at that time, don't you think all these things are giving me a number? ഒരു particular number അല്ലേ തരുന്നത്? ഒരു number, because this is a mod എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താ? ഒരു particular value. B is also giving me a certain value. Cos of anything, or cos of 30, cos of 60, or any such angle dear, it will also give me a value. So what you will get up or end up in getting a number. അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നോക്കിയേ, ഇവിടെയും something similar is what I'm getting dear. Nothing to like I cannot see much of a difference. Only cos changes to sin, that's it. And I have told you that this is a vector product. It's a vector product ആണ് ഇത്. എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ at the end you should need to get what? A vector. But is it so? No, because it's just a magnitude here. That's why there is something called n cap which adds along with it. Okay, what is this n cap? N cap is nothing but it's a unit vector. N cap is a unit vector perpendicular to A vector and B vector dear. അപ്പോൾ A vectorനും B vectorനും perpendicular ആയിട്ട് ഉള്ള ഒരു വെക്ടറിനെയാണ് എന്ത് പറയുക, ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്ടറാണ് എന്ത് നമ്മൾ n cap എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. n cap. So n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to vector A and vector B. Fine. ഇനി അടുത്ത് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനുള്ളത് വെക്ടർ n അല്ലെങ്കിൽ n cap എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എവിടെ വരും എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. Okay. Now if A is over here and B is over here. Okay, imagine like this dear. ഇതാണ് നമ്മളെ പ്ലെയിൻ. ഈ ഞാൻ എഴുതുന്നില്ലേ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് മൈ പ്ലെയിൻ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഒരു പീസ് ഓഫ് പേപ്പർ പോലെ, അതിനകത്ത് ആ പേപ്പറിനകത്ത് നമ്മൾ ഇതേപോലെ രണ്ട് വെക്ടർ വരച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. എനിക്കിങ്ങനെ പേപ്പർ ഇങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് ഇങ്ങനെ പൊക്കി, അപ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ പ്ലെയിൻ, റൈറ്റ് ഡിയർ? ഇറ്റ്സ് സെയിം തിങ്. ഈ ഒരു പ്ലെയിനകത്ത് എയും ബിയും അതേ പ്ലെയിനകത്താണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് വെച്ചോളൂ. ഓക്കെ, so there is a rule to find this direction of this thing, and because of n adds up with this thing, you will get what? ഒരു magnitude value into a vector will be vector itself, right? അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് this is a vector product. You will end up in getting a vector. Now what about this direction? I have already told you that it is something perpendicular. അത് എങ്ങനെ വരും perpendicular എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് കാണിച്ചു തരാം. There is a rule, what I have told you right now, that is right hand thumb rule. Okay, right hand thumb rule. അതെങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you keep the palm, because what do you have here? A cross B. A എന്ന് A cross B. അപ്പോൾ first one, the vector like this, and then roll your fingers on the direction or in the direction of the second vector, which is B. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ റോൾ ചെയ്യണം. So where do you see your thumb? ഇപ്പോൾ thumb നിങ്ങൾ അങ്ങോട്ടാണോ? അല്ല, it's towards me, right? So that vector what I'm talking about, or the n cap എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, it will be perpendicular to me. ഇത് എൻ്റെ എങ്ങോട്ടായിരിക്കും. Okay, for example, for the next one, to understand A cross B cross A. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ B cross A നെ കുറിച്ചാണ് നമ്മൾ പറയണമെന്ന് വെച്ചോ. അപ്പോൾ B എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എവിടേക്കും എന്തായാലും റൈറ്റ് ഹാൻഡ്. ഓക്കെ, റൈറ്റ് ഹാൻഡ്. ഇപ്പം B is like this. Okay, I need to roll it towards A, dear. Okay, A ൻ്റെ അങ്ങോട്ട് എനിക്ക് റോൾ ചെയ്യണം. Yeah, so where is my thumb? Thumb is towards you or towards your direction, right dear? So B to A വരുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളങ്ങോട്ടും A to B ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ ഇങ്ങോട്ടുമാണ് ആക്ച്വലി ഈ എൻ ക്യാപ്പിൻ്റെ ഡയറക്ഷൻ വരുന്നത്. So that it is just a screen dear, where or it's just a it's not a 3D space, right? We need to represent somewhere or the other. So what we do is that normally നമ്മൾ A cross B എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ we used to put it like this. N cap ആയിട്ട് നമ്മളിവിടെ കിട്ടും. Okay, we used to represent over here at the space. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു നോർമൽ ആണ് ആക്ച്വലി നമ്മൾ എൻ ക്യാപ്പ്. ഫൈൻ. അപ്പോൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞത് ഇപ്പോൾ എ ക്രോസ് ബി ആണെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ റെപ്രസെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അപ്പോൾ ബി ക്രോസ് എ ആണെങ്കിൽ എങ്ങനെ റെപ്രസെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യും? ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി കമ്മിങ് ഡൗൺ, ഓൾ ദി വേ ഡൗൺ ഹിയർ. ഇങ്ങനെ താഴോട്ടായിരിക്കും വരുന്നത്. ഫൈൻ, താഴോട്ട്. അതിനെങ്ങനെ മൈനസ് എൻ ക്യാപ്പ് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ കൊടുക്കാം. സോ ഐ തിങ്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി മച്ച് ക്ലിയർ. സോ നൗ യു ആർ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് എ ക്ലിയർ ഐഡിയ അബൌട്ട് വാട്ട് ഈസ് എ ക്രോസ് ബി ആൻഡ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് B cross A, അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ once you understand that these two vectors are not same because of the direction is opposite dear. The directionൻ്റെ രീതിയിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡയറക്ഷൻ അത് അങ്ങോട്ട് ഒന്ന് മേലോട്ടുമാണ് ഒന്ന് താഴോട്ടുമാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത് രണ്ടും സെയിം അല്ല. സോ വാട്ട് ഐ ക്യാൻ റൈറ്റ് ഹിയർ ഇസ് ദാറ്റ് ഞാനിപ്പം ഇതൊരു എന്താ പറയുക എല്ലാം കൂടെ ഞാൻ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൻ്റെ ബൈ പാറ്റേൺ ആയിട്ടല്ല പോകുന്നത്. സോ ബെറ്റർ ബി ലൈക്ക് എന്നെ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുക, or else just take everything into a paper whatever I'm telling and keep yourself a concept on the clear akka. Fine. Now what I was saying with this one is I cannot say that A cross B is equal to B cross A. Adha njan ivide paranju vannu because both are in a different direction. So I cannot say this. But I can say one thing now. A cross B is equal to minus B cross A എന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് പറയാം, because that of minus n കാരണം n is what? A unit vector. Unit vectorൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്താ? 1 dear. So this is minus B cross A. Fine. ഇത് എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ്? അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞത് എന്ത് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടിയാണ് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ എഴുതിയിട്ടുള്ളത് ഈക്വൽ ടു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്? ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് കമ്മ്യൂട്ടേറ്റീവ്. സോ ഐ ക്യാൻ ടെൽ ദാറ്റ് ദിസ് വൺ ഇസ് നോട്ട് കമ്മ്യൂട്ടേറ്റീവ്. ഓക്കെ, this is not commutative. എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ A cross B is not equal to or B cross A. Fine. അപ്പോൾ അത് മനസ്സിലാക്കുക. Now talking about the angle over here dear. ഇനി തീറ്റയെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാം. തീറ്റേൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ് വുഡ് ബി ബിറ്റ്വീൻ 0 and pi. 0 and piനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ടാണ്. ഓക്കെ, ഇപ്പോൾ സപ്പോസ് നമ്മൾ പറയാണ് ഇഫ് വി ഹാവ് ടു വെക്ടേഴ്സ് A and B which is non-zero, non-zero vectors. അപ്പോൾ രണ്ട് വെക്ടർ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ എടുക്കുകയാണ് which is non-zero, but still if you are end up in getting this one A cross B is equal to 0. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എയും ബിയും ഇവിടെ നോൺ സീറോ വെക്ടേഴ്സ് ആണ്. ദീസ് ആർ നോൺ സീറോ വെക്ടേഴ്സ്, ബട്ട് സ്റ്റിൽ യു ആർ എൻഡിങ് അപ്പ് വിത്ത് എ ക്രോസ് ബി ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 0. So as we have learned this one in your dot product dear, here also something which you need to keep it in your mind. ഇത് എങ്ങനെയാ അങ്ങനെ വരുന്നതെന്ന് ഒന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കുക. Because as you know that ഇതിൻ്റെ എന്താണ് A vector mod B vector sin theta എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് വരുന്നത് അല്ലേ? sin theta. If it is coming sin theta dear, സൈൻ്റെ എന്ത് വാല്യൂസ് ഒക്കെ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ ഒരു പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ A ക്രോസ് B 0 ആവും. ഐദർ ദിസ് തീറ്റ മസ്റ്റ് ബി 0 ബിക്കോസ് സൈൻ 0 is 0, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ ഏത് വാല്യൂ വരണം? ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു തീറ്റ മസ്റ്റ് ബി ഈക്വൽ ടു വാട്ട്? പൈ. 180 വരണം. പൈ എന്താ? 180. ഒന്നി അത് 180 വരണം, ഒന്ന് 0 വരണം. എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വെക്ടർ എങ്ങനെ ഇരിക്കുമെന്നൊന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കിയേ. ദാറ്റ്സ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്സ് വെരി 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 ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ഹിയർ. ഒരു വെക്ടർ ഇങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ എങ്ങനെ വരണം? ഇറ്റ് കുഡ് ബി ഓൺ ദ സെയിം പ്ലേസ് ഓർ എൽസ് ഇറ്റ് വുഡ് ബി സംവെയർ പാരലൽ ടു ഇറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ രണ്ട് വെക്ടർ പാരലൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ, സോ ഇഫ് ടു വെക്ടേഴ്സ് ആർ പാരലൽ, then I can say that A cross B is equal to 0. Fine. If two vectors are parallel, or you can say if they are collinear. If they are collinear എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ രണ്ട് പാരലൽ വെക്ടേഴ്സ് അതല്ലേ. ഇപ്പോൾ രണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ വെക്ടേഴ്സ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നിങ്ങോട്ട് no issues. Still there, if I can transform this one and put it like this, okay, അതിൻ്റെ ആംഗിൾ എന്താ 180 അല്ലേ. Yes, so that is what I am saying there. If it is parallel or if it is collinear, then if two vectors are parallel or collinear, then you can say that A cross B is equal to 0. So these are the observations what we have or what we will get it from here dear. ഞാൻ ഇതെല്ലാം ഒരുമിച്ച് പറയുന്നത് so that you get everything on board dear at the same place. Now this is all about what 0 and pi. What about then theta? If theta becomes pi by 2, അതുകൂടെ പറഞ്ഞ് നമുക്ക് നിർത്താം. ഓക്കെ, ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒബ്സർവേഷൻ്റെ. അപ്പോൾ തീറ്റ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു പൈ ബൈ 2 ആണെങ്കിൽ എന്താ പറ്റുന്നതെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇവിടെ ഓക്കെ theta is equal to pi by 2. What happened to this one? What is sin 90? Sin pi by 2 is what? Sin pi by 2 is 1. അവിടെ cos 0 1 ആയിരുന്നു, എന്നാൽ ഇവിടെ 1 ആണ്. ഇവിടെ pi by 2 is 1. So what is your A cross B? You will get mod A mod B dear. That's it. Because sin 0 is 1, and as you know that that is the other one is your unit vector. Okay, so ingane namakku ezhudan vendi pattum. Just make sure that you keep this one in your mind dear, so that will be better. Now one more thing is there which you want to see it. So once we have that one too, that is how to find an angle. Okay, how to find angle means what? How to find theta, that we will see right now, and then we will move on to a little more theory. Very quickly we will do it dear this time, and then we will jump on to our exercise. As I have told you, A cross B ആവാനായിട്ട് equal to 0 ആകാനായിട്ട് you have two cases, right, as we have said in dot product. Here to either A is equal to 0 or your B must be equal to 0, isn't it? Okay, ഇതിനകത്ത് ഒന്നി A അല്ലെങ്കിൽ B എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് 0 ആയാൽ എന്ത് പറ്റും? A cross is gonna be 0. Fine. What are the other condition what we have looked at right now? If theta is equal to 0 or pi, അതല്ലേ നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ നോക്കിയേ. That is what we have seen right now, right dear? Yes. So if it in this case, you will end up in getting A cross B is equal to 0. Either A or B is, if it is they are 0, then you will end up in getting A cross B is equal to 0. So these are the two things there. Just keep it in your mind. That's pretty important in this exercise here. Yes, so that is done. Now as I have told you, we will talk about how to get the angle. Okay, how to find the angle if they ask for. Now as you know that A cross B is equal to mod A mod B sin theta, right, n cap. So if it is so dear, then what is modulus of A cross B? എന്താണ് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുക? Modulus of A cross B, that is, this is again a magnitude value, so we don't need to worry much. This is to a magnitude value dear. നമ്മുടെ sin theta എന്താണ്? Still that is again magnitude value. And what is this one? This one is 1. Yeah, so I don't need to care about it. So from here what I will get, I'll just write it again dear. I'm just not skipping any step. I'm just writing the whole step again and again if it needed. So it's sign without 1. Okay, 1 how? Because this one have a magnitude value 1, that's why. Now what I'm up to? I'm up to find first sin theta, then theta. So from here what I can write, sin theta is mod A cross B. That means you need to find the cross product of A and B, and then you need to take the modulus value, need to divide it with what? These two will come down. Upon A vector B vector dear. So from here what I can write, theta is equal to sine inverse the whole thing. What is it? Sine inverse mod A cross B, yep, this one, by mod A mod B. Fine dear. Yes, this is how you find the angle between A and B. Okay, this theta. Fine. I hope like you are getting a clear picture of what what is theta, what is a and b, what is n, and all these things dear. So but you need to consider that right hand rule. പക്ഷേ ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോഴേ ഞാൻ ഒരു കാര്യം പറയാം, you don't want this thing. It's just merely the theory dear, because as you as you grow yourself, or as you go to the next higher levels, like once the concept should be strong, otherwise it will be very hard for you to understand it. That's why I'm just getting you all these theory and all. But the problem wise, to do the exercise, I don't think you really need these ones to these concept of, now this one, yes, you want it if someone wants to find this one, but says that concept like right hand thumb rule and all those stuffs, you don't need much, because I'm gonna tell you something which is very easy to think, and in that way if you think you don't need to see your right hand rules and all, right hand thumb rule and all, you don't want to look into each and every single time. So let's do that one and let's see. Okay dear, on to the coordinates. നമുക്ക് അറിയാം, നമുക്ക് ഇതിനു മുമ്പേ നമ്മൾ ijk ഒക്കെ നോക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലേ. So I have the same coordinates where I'm just marking this one as x, y and z, right? So where do I get my I cap? This is my I cap. This side I will get my j cap, and here my k cap, right dear? Yes. Let it be, okay? Let it be in that way. Now as you know about the angles also, each one of them is perpendicular to each other, okay? 90 degree to each other, right? അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ഡോട്ട് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ തന്നെ ഇവിടെയും what I'm gonna say is, what is ai cross j, what is j cross k, what is k cross I. So these are what I'm gonna look into right now. Fine. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഡോട്ട് പ്രോഡക്റ്റിൽ നോക്കിയത് just keep it in your mind, okay? So what we, or compare that one and study with this dear. If you go for I cross j, which rule? Right hand thumb rule. And as I have told you, this is just a theory dear, you just need to know it. Exercise wise, I will show you something else if it is coming, okay? I will show you something else which will give you a clear idea about these ones dear. Now I and j, I am j, I engane irikya, I is like this, yeah, somewhere like this dear, I, other turn j, so it will turn like this. So it will come to j, it will turn like this, I and j, yeah? And where is my thumb at that time? It is pointing upwards, alle mellote. Appo endha kitta? I dot j is k cap, okay? Clear? Now j cap k cheydu kanyal, j is like this, j to k, if you roll your fingers, this is my thumb dear, which is going in this direction towards me, then that will be I. So I, j k and the I can blindly write now k cross I എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ j ആണ്. അത് എന്തുകൊണ്ടുള്ള റീസൺ ഞാൻ വെറുതെ ബ്ലൈൻഡ് ആയിട്ട് എഴുതി എന്നുള്ളത് കാര്യം ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ പറയാം കേട്ടോ. ഐ എം ജസ്റ്റ് നോട്ട് ചെക്കിംഗ് ദിസ് വൺ, ബട്ട് ഇഫ് യു ചെക്ക് ഓൾസോ യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് ദ സെയിം തിങ് ഡിയർ. ഫൈൻ. വൈ? ഐ വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് യു ദാറ്റ് ബിക്കോസ് നമുക്കൊരു നമ്മൾ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്ക് നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് 2 സർക്കിൾസ് ഡിയർ വിച്ച് ഈസ് റെപ്രസെൻറ്റഡ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ്, I, j cap and then k cap dear. It may in the other way, it's okay, fine. ഞാൻ arrows ഇങ്ങനെ മാർക്ക് ചെയ്തു, yeah, it's in a clockwise direction, right? Yes. Now I to j, I cross j, what is the next one? That is k. അപ്പോൾ clockwise തന്നെയല്ലേ പോകുന്നത്, that is k. j cross k അതും അതേ നമ്മൾ ആരോ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്ന അതേ സൈഡിൽ തന്നെയാണ്. സോ ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വൺ ഇസ് I cap, yes. What is next one? K and I. What is the next one? Which is j, yes. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഇതിനെ കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ ഈ റൈറ്റ് ഹാൻഡ് തമ്പ് റൂളൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കണോ? വേണ്ടല്ലോ, നമുക്ക് ഇത് തന്നെ പഠിച്ചാൽ പോരെ. ഐ ക്യാൻ സ്റ്റഡി ദിസ് വൺ ഡിയർ. ഈ ഒരു പിക്ചർ മാത്രം ഒന്ന് ആലോചിച്ചാൽ മതി. വേർ നൗ ദ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് കംസ് ഇസ് ഇഫ് ഐ ആം ആസ്കിംഗ് ഫോർ വാട്ട് ഈസ് j cross I. നമ്മൾ j cross I എന്താണ്, ഇപ്പോൾ k cross j എന്താണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ I cross k എന്താണ് എന്ന് നമ്മൾ നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വൺ ഐ വിൽ ഷോ യു വിത്ത് മൈ റൈറ്റ് ഹാൻഡ് റൂൾ ഡിയർ. നമ്മൾ ജെയും ഐയും നമ്മൾ ജെ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ആക്ച്വലി നമ്മൾ ജെ ഈസ് ആക്ച്വലി ലൈക്ക് ദിസ്, യാ, ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ്സ് ഗോണ ടേൺ ഓൾ ദി വേ ഡൗൺ ഹിയർ ലൈക്ക് ദിസ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ വേർ ഇസ് മൈ തമ്പ് ഇസ് ഗോയിങ് ഡൗൺ. അപ്പോൾ കെയിൻ്റെ ആക്ച്വലി താഴോട്ടാണ് പോകുന്നത്, നെഗറ്റീവിലാണ് പോകുന്നത്. this is on all the way down here, it is going down. So what I will end up in minus k cap. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിലൊന്ന് നോക്കിയേ, ഞാൻ പറയുമല്ലോ ഞാൻ രണ്ടെണ്ണം വരയ്ക്കുന്നില്ല, ഒന്ന് തന്നെ ഞാൻ ചെയ്യാം. Clockwise is positive, anti-clockwise going against the arrow is negative. Learn like that. ഒരു രണ്ട് കാര്യം എന്തിനാ ആലോചിക്കണം, ഒരു കാര്യത്തിൽ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അല്ലേ. J and I, J to I, that is in a wrong way of this arrow, right? നമ്മൾ ഈ arrowൻ്റെ wrong wayയിലല്ലേ. J to I, what is the next one, which is K, that is opposite. So anti-clockwise is negative. The reverse way anti-clockwise is negative. ഒരേ ഗ്രാഫിൽ തന്നെ പഠിക്കുക, രണ്ടെണ്ണം പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തിനാ ചുമ്മാ കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ ആക്കുന്നത്, അതാണോ ഇതാണോ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് തന്നെ നോക്കുക, clockwise is positive, anti-clockwise is negative. If you go the opposite way of this arrow, then it is negative here, but you will get to end up reaching the next one. J and I, J to I is the next one is K, which is in the opposite direction, so the minus K. അടുത്ത നോക്കിയേ പെട്ടെന്ന്, K to J in the opposite direction, then it will be minus I cap. What is I to K? I to K in opposite way, the next one is minus J cap. Fine dear. So these are what I am ending up with. This is something which you need to keep it in your mind dear. Need to make your concept clear, that's it. Like it should be learned for the exercise, that's another thing. Okay, that surely you don't want this because I'm going to teach you something else. Okay, something lot more simpler method. പക്ഷേ ഇത് മനസ്സിലാക്കി വെച്ചിരിക്കുക because concept it's very important here, and I think like you are getting a clear idea about how you are getting minus K because K in the നേരെ opposite പോകുന്നതാണ് minus K. Fine. Now one thing which I did skip, I thought of like telling you at the end is what happens with J and all, not dot, sorry, it's cross. ഇതും നമ്മൾ നോക്കണമല്ലോ because നമ്മൾ dot product എടുത്തപ്പോൾ when I took dot product here, what I end up in was getting an I square, right? നമുക്ക് I square അല്ലേ ഇവിടെ കിട്ടിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ what happens here, the value is what, 0. Why? Because if I check this one, this is I cap dear. Again this one, what is the next one dear? Sin I ൻ്റെ മേളിൽ തന്നെ, I ഇങ്ങനെയല്ല, I അങ്ങനെയാണ്, I ൻ്റെ മേളിൽ തന്നെ ഒന്നും കൂടെ, അപ്പോൾ എന്താ ആംഗിൾ എന്താ 0. So everything becomes 0. So the whole thing is 0 dear. So I cross I is 0, J cross J is 0, K cross K is 0. So this is what you need to know from the coordinates. Fine. അപ്പോൾ ഇതൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് ഓർത്ത് വെച്ചിരിക്കുക, വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്. Important in a sense ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, theory wise it's very important here. Now what we will be looking into is we will do a problem. Okay, we will do a problem so that you get a clear cut idea that how to do this one, as well as I will show you a similar method which very easily, and that is what exactly we will be working on with the exercise. Learn that one dear. Okay, on to the problem dear which I was talking about. Now as I have got two vectors, vector A and vector B. A is 3i plus j plus 4k, B is equal to I minus j minus k. Fine. Let's see what is A cross B. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഓരോന്നും ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത് എന്തിനാ ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്നൊന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം കേട്ടോ. Just need to understand that why we are doing it. Because over here any angle is given here, theta is given? No. So when theta is not given, this is what you do. Fine. അപ്പോൾ തീറ്റ തന്നിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇതാണ് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. എന്താ ചെയ്യുക? We used to write it the first vector like this, cross of what? The second one, which is I minus j plus k. Fine. Now just simply go ahead and multiply dear. This with this, then with this, then with this, as the same order with j, yeah, the same way. So what you can write? I to I, that means 3 itself, and I cross I cap. Then with I with j, minus 3 I cap cross j cap. With k, 3 I cap cross k cap. Yeah. Then j plus j cap cross I cap. Don't change the order, just be straight dear. What is given, let it be the same way. Okay, fine. Okay, then once j is done, then it's time for j cross. So minus j cross j, then j with k, j cross k vector, okay, cap. Then now k plus 4 k k cap cross I cap. Don't you feel it like it's way too big to write all these terms and then identify similar terms, then cancel it or whatever, like simplification and all? It's a little hectic job, dear, seriously, if I speak. K to I, we wrote it. Now to j minus 4 k cross j. Then on to this, which is 4 k cap dot k cap. Fine. Okay. So this is what we have, and we can cancel this. We can cancel this and we can cancel this. Why? Why? Because as you know that all these ones are what I have spoke to you. It is all, or it doesn't have any angle. Idin ellathinum vanittu cross product edukuma sign 0 is 0. That's why all these ones are 0. So you don't need to worry much about them. Then need to now think about what is I cross j, what is I cross k, what is j cross k, and what I have told you. Take like this, yeah, and then I have told you this way it is positive clockwise. Let's think about what will happen over here. Namla minus 3, let it be there. Okay, let it be there. We will just do that. I and j, I to j, it's in the clockwise direction, so the next one is k, so k cap, yeah. Then you have plus 3 there, let it be. Let's see what is I and k. I to k is in the opposite way, so opposite to the arrow, then it is minus j cap. Why I am writing in a bracket is to make you understand that this is minus j, that's it. Plus you have j and I, j to I is in the opposite way, so minus k cap. Okay, so j to k, this one is minus k cap, and now you know clearly why it is so. K to j, in this is the correct way, so k to j is I cap, there is no number there. Then you have 4 ki, k to I is in the same way, so it's j, so plus 4 j cap, yeah. Then you have minus 4 there, and what happened to k and j? K to j is in the opposite way, dear, so it will be minus I cap. That's it. Now just opening up the bracket, I told you no need for brackets and all, but to make you understand I'm just writing it, dear. This one is minus k cap, this is gonna be I, right? jki, then on to this 4j, and you have what? Plus 4i, yeah, plus 4i, right? Okay, so that is what we have until now. Then what else we have here, dear? Okay, so what we end up at now, we end up something, where is I is this and this, so that gives me 5i, 5i. Then j term, j is this and this is j, which in fact get me to plus j, yes, that's correct. Then all the way to k, this and this will give you minus 4k cap. So this is what I am ending up when you take A cross B, dear. Fine. Isn't it a lengthier process, as I have told you? So that's why we will move on to our real method, which if such a question is asked, then how to do it. Determinant method is what I am gonna teach you. Determinant method. Determinant, obviously you have the determinant here. The first row is I, j, k, all caps. Okay, the first A in the coefficients and the 3, then you have 1 and you have 4 there. B in the 1, minus 1 and 1. So what, now this is what? This is again, I have told you, this is the second method, which is again what I am doing. A cross B itself, I am doing it, dear. And this is how you do now. What is the method called? Determinant method. And how do I do this one? The first one, I cap into I in the rows or columns. You know now, I think like determinants and all is very easy now, right? So leave these elements. 1 into 1 is 1, 1, then minus 4, minus of minus 4 is plus 4, yeah. Then you have j, which is in fact j is minus j, dear. I'm just writing it separately, that's it. Minus j, because second polarity, then these numbers, 3, because 3 into 1 is 3, then minus 4, yeah, minus 4, then k cap nanda e numbers, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, this one is minus 1. So what I end up in, idu vanittu 5i, yeah, these ones are minus 1, will be plus j, these two together 4k, dear. Isn't it so easy? Is it okay? Isn't it so easy, dear? ij, this one. So why we want to write all these steps, and why do you want this I, j, ik and all these crosses? Why you want it, and why you complicate yourself? It will be wrong, right? So that is why we go for always determinant method. Yeah, that is the most easiest way to do it. Why I'm just doing this question is to make you understand that this is how you use this I and j, and this is how you use this clockwise and anti-clockwise thing. But as per exercise is concerned, this is what we are really looking forward for, to find the answer here. And this method is pretty important, because this is what you need to do it in the exercise. That's it. On to the last part of our theory here, which is to find the area of a triangle as well as area of a parallelogram. So these two are very important here as per this exercise is concerned. Now if two vectors represent the adjacent sides of a triangle, okay, now this is a triangle here, okay, so this is one vector, yeah, this is one vector which I'm marking it as a vector, this is another vector b vector, yeah, let it be like this. So obviously now I talked about what? Triangle, right? Yes, so these two vectors represent the two adjacent sides of a triangle. Then what is the area? Now I'm just marking this one as h, okay, and this angle or the vector a in name, vector b in name, angle and the angle is theta, let it be like that. Then what is the area is what I'm gonna calculate, or I want to calculate the area of the triangle, okay, triangle. Now as you know, the formula is what? Half bh. B is pretty simple. B എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ഈ താഴത്തെ വെക്റ്റർ അല്ലേ, ഈ ഒരു വെക്റ്ററിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ b എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So you know you have half, you have b is what? B is the base, okay. Don't consider this vector b, dear. This is base and this is your height. This is your height, okay. Now this h, I don't know what is it, so that we need to find, but I know what is base. Base is vector a, that value, so that means I have mod a vector I have. Fine, let it be. What is h here? H and the nokam. H here triangle ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ വരച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, if this is the triangle dear, anyway you know that that's a right angle triangle because that's a perpendicular height അല്ലേ നമ്മൾ നോക്കുന്നത് അല്ലേ. Yes, that's a 90 degree. So this angle is theta. ഇത് നമുക്ക് b, ഇത് നമ്മളെ hypotenuse ആണ് എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ what is h then? H, this is opposite side dear, so sin theta is equal to h, which is opposite, by your base, not base, hypotenuse, which is b. Appo what I can write, in effect I can write h is equal to b vector sin theta എന്നല്ലേ, b vector sin theta, yeah. So അതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം this is actually the value ആണ് നമ്മളിവിടെ എടുക്കേണ്ടത് അല്ലേ, b ൻ്റെ value ആണ് with sin theta. Here also you can keep the value dear, because ഇതിൻ്റെ നമുക്ക് value അല്ലേ നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടത്, not the vector, right dear, it's value. So h by this one, so what is h is nothing but this. So if I just put it over here dear, ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ഇട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ what I will get, h is this, which is b sin theta. Appo implies you can get to see that this is something which I have seen lot before dear. What is it? Half in എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ what are these things? This is nothing but you are actually taking the, if it asks to find what is area എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു നമ്പർ അല്ലേ, ഒരു ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റി, ഒരു നമ്പർ, ഒരു particular. So that's why we will take the modulus of A vector cross B vector dear. Fine. വളരെ easy അല്ലേ, വളരെ important ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ രണ്ട് വെക്റ്റർ which represent the two adjacent sides of a triangle and you are hence find the area of the triangle, then you can simply just find what? A cross B കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചാൽ മതി. A cross B എങ്ങനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കും? By the determinant method. ആ determinant method വെച്ചിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ വെക്ടറിൻ്റെ നിന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ മോഡുലസ് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you will get a value dear. That divided by 2 you will get what? The area. That's it. Done. Now what about then parallelogram then? ഇതിനെ വെച്ച് തന്നെ ഞാൻ പറയാം. ഇപ്പോൾ സപ്പോസ് ഇതൊരു വെക്റ്റർ, ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ ഇതൊന്നും കൂടുതൽ എഴുതുന്നില്ല, ഇത് വേറൊരു വെക്റ്റർ, ദ സെയിം വേ ഹിയർ. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിൻ്റെ നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന വെച്ചോ, ദിസ് ഇസ് എ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ റൈറ്റ് ഡിയർ, യു നോ ദാറ്റ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ഇറ്റ്, ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ ഏരിയ. അപ്പോൾ പാരലോഗ്രാം നോക്കിയേ, വാട്ട് ഈസ് പാരലോഗ്രാം? ഇഫ് ഐ ഡ്രോ ഇറ്റ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് ഇസ് എ പാരലോഗ്രാം റൈറ്റ് ഡിയർ. In effect you can see both these areas are same. So what is area of a parallelogram here? It is nothing but take off the half here and multiply with it. 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so that means take away this 1.5 or a half. What you will get? What is the parallelogram in the area? A cross B dear. That's it. It's pretty easy. Appo area of a parallelogram is this. Area of a triangle. What is triangle dear? This. That's it. So that is what you need to know dear. Just a theory part. Need to understand in this way. That's pretty easy. So but as per your exercise is concerned, just make sure that you keep this one in your mind dear. Parallelogram ആണെങ്കിൽ just നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നതാണ് A cross B. അതിന്റെ half എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you will get the area of the triangle. That's it. So with this one dear, we will jump into our exercise. Exercise, as I have told you, it's very easy. Just do practice it. It's gonna be very easy dear. On to exercise 10.4, the first question. And before starting this exercise dear, I do recommend you to go to the intro and watch that one very carefully and get some ideas and then get back to exercise and do it. Okay, about intro the exercise is gonna be very easy. That's why. Okay, on to the first question dear. Find modulus of A vector cross B vector if A is given and B is given. How can you take or how can you find cross dear? This is in fact modulus. But you know that what is the formula? Like A vector cross B vector, you already have a formula. So some may think that why can't I use this formula? Yeah, what is the formula dear? This is the one which in fact I will get it. The value of A, mod A, mod B also you will get it. But what about your sin theta and the other rest of the things dear? How can you find this? Or how do you know what is the angle given here? They haven't given any angle, so you cannot use this formula over here. And what I have told you, how to find this A cross B, how to find this one is put a line. What is that one? That is a determinant here. So you need to find using determinants. I, J and K would be the first row of the determinant, and the second row would be the coefficient of your A vector, which is 1, and this one is -7 and 7 here, and the other one is 3, -2 and 2. So very quickly we will just solve this one. That's gonna be I cap, J cap, K cap. Okay, I cap into, now leave these two and this one, that's gonna be -14, and minus of -14 is +14 dear. I hope you know this one to solve it. So minus J, because the second one you take it as negative, that is the polarity of that that particular space. So it will be 2 and 1, so 2, then -21, yeah, -21. Then you have K cap into this one with these two, so -2, and you have +21 here. So what you will get here? So these two, -14 and +14, obviously 0. And over here you have 19 J cap, this one too, 19 K cap dear. Yeah. What is this one? This one is A cross B. But what is asked? We are asked to find the modulus of this thing. And how to find modulus? As you know, it's the coefficient square. 19 square plus 19 square. Now solving this 19 square and 19 square, like just expand this one and get it, like then take the roots and all, like very easily you can do this one dear. How? You can take the common inside, like 19 square is common here dear. Take it out. If you have taken out the common from here, it will be 1. plus from here 1. So that gives you what? That gives you root 19 square and root 2 there, isn't it dear? Not root 2, sorry, you have 2 there. This one you don't want. Now 19 I just wrote it separately to understand dear, and then now what you can do, 219 is there, right? 1 you can take it out. So 19 root 2 is what you are getting dear. So what they have asked to find? They have asked to find the modulus of A cross B, which is in fact 19 root 2. And this is your answer for your very first question. So isn't it easy? So determinant method is so easy in terms of finding your A cross B dear, and as well as like modulus, then you can do it very easily. So that was the first question dear. Move on to the second one then. On to the second question dear. Find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector A plus vector B and A vector minus B vector, where A is given as 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 2k and B is equal to I cap plus 2j minus 2 cap. In the question anyway, the last thing what you need to find is a unit vector which must be perpendicular to each other. അപ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കിയേ, നമ്മൾ വെക്റ്റർ പഠിച്ച സമയത്ത് രണ്ട് വെക്റ്റർ എഴുതി, that is A vector and B vector, right dear? Yes, and we told that when you take A vector cross B vector, what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a perpendicular or a normal vector. In fact, over here you are getting n cap, which is a unit vector. Fine. Avada kittunna endanu? Oru unit vector which can go this side or it can go this side. Okay, that one keep it in your mind dear. Over here, what got replaced with A and B is this one have changed to what? Ivada vanna endha? A vector plus B vector. This one is what? A vector minus B vector. Fine, that is the difference what you have. So you have two vectors, one is these two combined together and one with subtract with A, B subtract with A, that vector. When those two vectors, when you take a cross, what you will get? A vector which is perpendicular to these two, but I cannot say it is a unit vector. Okay, in the other case I can say this one, this is in the formula n cap. But over here what you are getting is not perpendicular. Okay, when you take the cross of these two are not perpendicular alla idinte, but still we will get a vector which is perpendicular to this, maybe going up or can also come down. Okay, that we will figure it later on. Okay, or we will figure out how to write those things. That's pretty easy dear, don't worry about it. Now our real problem now, to find what? A plus B first, A vector plus B vector. Okay, let's see how to find it. It's nothing but you just need to add these two, right? So I'm just adding it. Yeah, add you. Fine. And what I'm getting here is nothing but 4i cap then these two will again give me 4j and k will get cancelled up there. So this is what I'm getting right now. And what is A vector minus B vector? That is the same thing, 3i plus 2j plus 2k, and that should be subtracted with this one. So I'm not putting a bracket, I'm just gonna multiply it inside. Appo e elements will, all these sign will change, right? Yes. And then while doing this one, what I will get is 2i, because 3 minus 1 is 2, then 2 and 2 will get cancelled up, and then these two will give me 4k vector dear. Yes, so this is what I'm getting till now. Fine. Okay, so I got these two. So that is pretty important, because these two are those two vectors which I need to find. Why? In order to find the vector which is going perpendicular to these two. Appa angana perpendicular, okay, perpendicular povuna vector kandupidikkan endu cheyanam? What I need to do in order to find the perpendicular vector kandupidikkan? I need to take the cross product of these two. അല്ലേ, നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെയും പഠിച്ചതാണ് ഇത് രണ്ടും കൂടെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞാനിവിടെ പറഞ്ഞതുമാണ് അല്ലേ. അത് രണ്ടിൻ്റെയും കൂടെ ക്രോസ് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ I will get that perpendicular vector here which goes perpendicular to this one. But I'm not, in this question it is asked about unit vector. അത് നമ്മൾ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം. This is just a perpendicular vector what I'm finding here. And how do you find this in fact? By determinant method, dear. What is it? I, j, k. Yes, keep it there. And what else? This one, a plus b, the first one, which is I is 4, j is 4, this is 0. The next one 2 is here. Then what else you have? J you don't have 0, then you have 4, dear. And if you try to solve these, what I will get? Okay, I will solve it here. What I will get here, this is what I'm finding. Okay, ഇതാണ് ഞാൻ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നത്. I cap into these two, which is 16, ഇത് വന്നിട്ട് 0. Okay, leave it. Minus j cap into ഇത് രണ്ടും 16 again, leave it 0. Plus k cap, yeah, 4 0, then minus 8. With this one, what I can write? 16 I cap minus 16 j cap minus 8 cap, dear. Yes. So what is this one, dear? This is nothing but a vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector is this one. And in fact this is actually the perpendicular vector. This is actually your perpendicular vector. നമ്മൾ ഇവിടുത്തെ perpendicular vector അല്ലേ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്, അതാണിത്. Fine. So in that case, how to find the unit vector then? അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്ടർ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക? This is the one, dear. So in order to find the unit vector, okay, what you do? You take the same thing, which is a vector. ഞാൻ ഇത് വേരിയബിൾ ഒന്നും കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ല കേട്ടോ. I'm just using the same thing. A vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector, yeah, by modulus of, because I'm going to take the modulus of this one. This into this in simple words. I'm going to take that one. And what I will get here is 16i minus 16j minus 8k by root of the first one, which is 16 square, the second one minus 16 square, the third one minus 8 square. Okay, that what I will get here, 16i cap minus 16j minus 8 cap by, this one is root of 16 into 16 is 256. 256, again a 256, then you have 64. Okay, let's see. 256 and 64, dear. This is 12, 16, 1, 10, 16, 17, 1, 5. So it's gonna be 16i cap minus 16j cap minus 8 cap by root of 576. ഇനി നമുക്ക് ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് എന്ത് കിട്ടും എന്തെടുക്കാം എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, I think it's above 400. So let's see, like 16 അല്ലേ വരുന്നത് നോക്കട്ടെ. അപ്പോൾ 24 square, I think it is, this is gonna be 16, like 8, 9, then 8, then gonna be 4, 16, 6, and then 17, 1, 5, yes. So what are you gonna get? 16i cap, okay, I will write it here. That's equal to 16i cap minus 16j cap minus 8 cap by root what? Not root, it's 24 root, dear. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ 24 കിട്ടിയില്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ I can divide it if I want. Okay, how I can divide this one? This one 16 by 24 I cap minus 16 by 24 j cap minus 8 by 24 k cap. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്തെന്ന് എഴുതാം? That's equal to from here 16 നമ്മൾ 8ൽ പോവില്ലേ? 8ൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ ഇത് 2 times 8ൽ, this is 3 times. So 2 by 3 I cap. This one I'm not okay, I'll tell you something, dear, because ഇത് നമുക്ക് എന്താ കിട്ടിയേ? This is the unit vector. what I'm simplifying is the unit vector, okay. Minus 16, 8, same thing, like 2 and 3. 2 by 3 j cap. Then this one 8 one time, this one 3 times. So minus 1 by 3 k cap. Fine. എനിക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ 1 by 3 വെളിയിലോട്ട് എടുത്ത് വേണമെങ്കിൽ എഴുതാം. ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ now what I am writing is, dear, just check on. Now this is supposed to be, you are asking unit vector, right? This could be plus or minus 2 by 3 I cap. This would be plus or minus 2 by 3 j cap. This would be plus or minus 1 by 3 k cap. This is actually my final unit vector, what I will write. Why? Because ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു, it can either go down or can go up, dear. So it just depends upon whether you just multiply with a negative sign or you take the negative of this one or not. So either it can be. So this is what the answer for your second question. Fine. Okay, then move on to the third one then. On to the third question, dear. If a unit vector A makes angle pi by 3 with I, pi by 4 with j, and an acute angle theta with k, then find theta and hence the component of A vector. അപ്പം A വെക്ടറിൻ്റെ കോമ്പണൻസ് നമുക്ക് എഴുതണം എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് ഇവിടെ തീറ്റ എന്തെന്ന് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാനും, എന്നിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ സപ്പോസ് എ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ സാധനം എക്സ് ഐ പ്ലസ് വൈ ജെ പ്ലസ് കെ പ്ലസ് ഇസഡ് കെ ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ what do you mean by components of A, dear? നമ്മൾ എക്സ് വൈ ഇസഡ് എന്താണെന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇതാണ് നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ, ഈ രണ്ടാണ് നമുക്കിവിടെ ഈ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്. ഫൈൻ, ഓക്കെ. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്? യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ എ. അപ്പോൾ ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അറിയേണ്ടത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളെ തന്നെ മനസ്സിലാക്കിപ്പിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യം, ഈ ആംഗിൾ എവിടെ ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഒന്ന് വിത്ത് ഐ, അടുത്ത വിത്ത് ജെ. ഒരു അക്യൂട്ട് ആംഗിൾ തീറ്റ വിത്ത് വാട്ട്? കെ. കെ എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? നമ്മളെ ആക്സിസ് അല്ലേ, ഡിയർ? നമ്മൾ ഒരു 3D സ്പേസ് വരച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ദിസ് ഈസ് യുവർ എക്സ്, ദിസ് ഈസ് യുവർ വൈ, ദിസ് ഈസ് യുവർ ഇസഡ്, റൈറ്റ്? അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്ടർ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് വെച്ചോ, ഇതൊരു യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്ടർ, സോറി. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ആംഗിൾ നമുക്ക് വിത്ത് ഐ എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വിത്ത് എക്സ് ആക്സിസ്, അതിൻ്റെ എത്ര പറയുന്നത്? പൈ ബൈ 3 ആണ് ആംഗിൾ ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്. വിത്ത് ജെ ഏതാണ്? വിത്ത് ജെ എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മളെ വൈ ആക്സിസ്, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് പൈ ബൈ 4, ഡിയർ. ആൻഡ് വിത്ത് ഇസഡ് it's been told that it is theta. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ then what is theta? എന്നാൽ തീറ്റ എന്തെന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ദ ക്രൈറ്റീരിയ ആൻഡ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ തിങ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ഗിവൺ ഹിയർ ഇസ് യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ ആണെന്നാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എ എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എ വെക്റ്റർ എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്ററാണ്. അപ്പോൾ യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ തന്നിരുന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആലോചിക്കണം, മോഡുലസ് ഓഫ് എ വെക്റ്റർ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ്? 1. ഓക്കെ, അടുത്തത് ഇനി കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങളും കൂടെ ഇതിനകത്ത് ഇതെങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാമെന്നുള്ള കാര്യമാണ് വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. When it's been said that A is a unit vector, അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് വേറെ കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ എഴുതാം. What? I can write this A vector as what? നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ LMN. What is that? LMN is the directed cosine എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് തന്നെ ആയിരിക്കില്ല നമ്മൾ A വെക്ടറിനകത്ത് എഴുതണ്ടേ. It will be what? A L I cap plus J, or you can like fine, at the place of x what you need to write? M J cap plus N K cap, dear. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഇനി LMN എന്താണെന്ന് നോക്കണം. നമുക്ക് ഓൾറെഡി അറിയാം എന്താണ് LMN is nothing but your directed cosine ആണെന്ന് നമുക്കറിയാം. And also we know that what is the value of L? L is nothing but cos of your, which makes with the x axis, dear, angle അല്ലേ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. Please, if you not, just carefully go back and just study those things and keep it in your mind, dear. Then this is going to be cos namala pi by 4. What is n then? Over here it is given as theta. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് നമുക്ക് അറിയണം, ഇതാണ് നമുക്ക് ഉള്ളത്. So if it is so, dear, what I can write? I can write that A could be written as what? L എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ L will be cos pi by 3 I cap plus this is gonna be cos pi by 4 j cap plus this one is gonna give me cos theta, because theta എനിക്ക് അറിയില്ല. This is an acute angle എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ, because it's not because acute angle, yeah, because of Acute angle is what? Less than 90, right? Okay, whatever. It's less than 90 dear. That is what I want to say. Okay, fine. Let it be. So cos theta is given. Then k vector dear. So that's done. So this is what exactly I'm looking forward for. And one more step, what I can write here is this values I can substitute. What is cos pi by 3? Cos pi by 3 is according to the table it is cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 I. Okay. 45 is what? 1 by root 2 j. Okay. Values are padichu vekkana. This one I have no clue. Why? Because it is theta dear. Yes, ഇതിനെ വേണം നമുക്ക് ലാസ്റ്റിൽ മാറ്റാൻ. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഇവിടെ കിടക്കട്ടെ. ഇതിനെ നമുക്ക് ലാസ്റ്റിൽ നമുക്ക് തീറ്റ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇതിനെ എനെ നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ലാസ്റ്റിൽ ഒരു സ്റ്റെപ്പ് എഴുതാം കേട്ടോ. ഓക്കെ, ലെറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ബി ദെയർ. ഇനി അടുത്തത് ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഗിവൻ ദാറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ റൈറ്റ് ഡിയർ. യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എന്താണ് ഇതിൻ്റെ കോമ്പണൻസിൻ്റെ സ്ക്വയർ നമ്മൾ റൂട്ട് ഓഫ് വാട്ട്? ഇഫ് ദിസ് ഇസ് എ ഈസ് യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ then what I can write? Cos pi by 3, or else you don't want that even. Idu then edutha madi illegi okay fine. Idu then edutha cos pi by 3 the whole square plus namla cos pi by 4 the whole square plus cos theta the whole square. അതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാത്തിൻ്റെയും നമ്മൾ റൂട്ട് എടുത്തെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ അതിൻ്റെ മാഗ്നിറ്റ്യൂഡ് വാല്യൂ നമ്മൾ കണക്കാക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്താ കിട്ടുക? ദാറ്റ്സ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 1 റൈറ്റ് ഡിയർ. യെസ്, ബിക്കോസ് ഇറ്റ്സ് എ യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ. ഞാനിവിടെ എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ വിച്ച് ഇംപ്ലൈസ് ദിസ് വൺ ഐ ഓൾറെഡി ഗോട്ട് ദ വാല്യൂ ഡിയർ വിച്ച് ഇസ് 1/2 കിട്ടി നമുക്ക്. 1/2 then you have 1/2 the whole square, then plus ഞാനിത് സ്ക്വയറിങ് ബോത്ത് ദ സൈഡ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, സ്ക്വയറിങ് ബോത്ത് ദ സൈഡ്സ്. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് റൂട്ട് പോകും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേണ്ട, ഞാനൊരു സ്റ്റെപ്പും കൂടെ എഴുതാം. സ്റ്റെപ്പും കൂടെ എഴുതിയിട്ട് മിക്കവാറും ഞാൻ പറയുന്ന കാര്യമാണ്. ഞാനിത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഞാൻ ആ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് പിന്നെ ഒന്നും കൂടെ എഴുതും. ഐ വിൽ റൈറ്റ് ദ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് അഗെയിൻ. ദെൻ ദിസ് ഇസ് ഗോണ ബി 1/√2 ദ ഹോൾ സ്ക്വയർ പ്ലസ് ദിസ് വൺ ഇസ് ഗോണ ബി സ്റ്റിൽ ബി ദ സെയിം വിച്ച് ഇസ് കോസ് സ്ക്വയർ തീറ്റ ദാറ്റ്സ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 1. you're gonna squaring both the sides. So what I will get, which implies this is gonna be 1/4 plus root will go. നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് 1/2 plus cos square theta that is equal to 1. Yeah, which is equal to ഇത് വന്നിട്ട് നമുക്ക് 2 മേളിപ്പം 3/4. 3/4 plus cos square theta is equal to 1, which implies നമുക്ക് cos square എഴുതാം. cos square theta is equal to 1 minus 3/4, which implies cos square theta is equal to 4 minus 3 is 1/4, which implies cos theta endu varum appo cos theta is equal to root of this thing, right? Root 1/4 because square edukune, and cos theta is what? Is equal to 1 by plus or minus 1/2. പക്ഷേ നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ നെഗറ്റീവ് എടുക്കില്ല because everything is gonna be in the positive direction അല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാം പോസിറ്റീവ് അല്ലേ, നെഗറ്റീവ് അല്ലല്ലോ. നമ്മളെ പോസിറ്റീവ് കോർഡിനേറ്റ്സിലല്ലേ നമുക്ക് ഇത് വാല്യൂ കിടക്കുന്നത്, ആംഗിൾ കിടക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ we will take cos theta is equal to 1/2 itself. അപ്പോൾ in that way theta is what? Theta is equal to cos inverse 1/2. Cos inverse 1/2. അപ്പോൾ cos inverse 1/2 എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ theta is equal to 1/2 എപ്പോഴാവുന്നേ? നമ്മളെ cos inverse, നമ്മളെ വാല്യൂ 1/2. It's gonna be 1 pi/3 dear. pi/3 നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ നോക്കിയേ, pi/3 അവിടെയല്ലേ 1/2 ആവുന്നേ. അപ്പോൾ pi/3. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ കിട്ടിയോ pi/3. അപ്പോൾ what I need to write here? So here it will be pi/3 dear. അപ്പോൾ ആംഗിൾ നമുക്ക് നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ this is what the answer is. ഒന്ന് ചെയ്തു. പിന്നെ if you are considering about the components now, first of all we will write what is this one dear. നമുക്ക് എന്താണ് ഇവിടെ 1/√2 j, all these things are gonna be same, and this one cos of pi/3 is again 1/2 അല്ലേ, cos 60 1/2 k dear. Yes, now what are the components? So the components are 1 by 2, 1 by root 2 and 1 by 2 dear. So this is the answer for our third question. Moving on to the fourth one then. Fourth question dear, show that a vector minus b vector cross a vector plus b vector is equal to 2 into a vector cross b vector dear. So we need to show that. Okay, let's take LHS then. A vector minus b vector into a vector plus b vector. ഇതിനെയാണ് നമുക്കത് ആണെന്ന് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യല്. ഓക്കെ, നോക്കാം. നമുക്ക് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈയിങ് ഇൻസൈഡ് ഡിയർ a cross a plus a cross b vector minus b cross a minus b cross b. Sorry. Okay, then you know a few things. What is a cross a dear? That's gonna be 0. Why? In between there is no angle. A on top of it, or you can say like that, a and a. You have any angle? Angle is 0. So sine 0 is 0. So the complete term becomes 0. So in the same case over here too, b cross b is again 0. So from now you need to keep that one in your mind. Okay, if you haven't gone through my intro, you need to know this thing. എന്നിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഒരു പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉണ്ട് കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഇവിടെ 0 ആയില്ലേ, this will become 0 minus b to a minus 0. So what do you have now? ഞാനിങ്ങനെ ഓരോരോ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് എഴുതുന്നതും വേറൊന്നുമല്ല, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും കാണുമ്പോൾ you just need to know like these are the steps. That's why. Now this one I can interchange it. How? I know that a cross b or vector a cross b can be interchanged. Not like this. എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരിക്കലും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. I cannot do like this. If I do it, I need to just put a negative sign. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് കമ്മ്യൂട്ടേറ്റീവ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി അല്ല. ഓക്കെ, പക്ഷേ നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും. എങ്ങനെ? By putting a negative sign. And why? Reason everything I have said in intro. Okay, this is associative property പോലെയാണ്. But you need to add a negative. So in that case, if I interchange it, this negative will go. So what I will get? Plus, you can interchange this. Now what I have here? Two numbers, right? 2 which is same. So that is what it asks for to find. That is in fact your RHS. So LHS is equal to RHS. Hence showed. Fine. Okay, that was quite easy, right dear? Yes. Move on to the fifth one then. On to the fifth question dear. Find lambda and mu if 2i plus 6j plus 27k cross I cap plus lambda j cap plus mu k cap is equal to 0 vector aanannundengil. What is the value of lambda and mu? That is what. So it's been told to take what? The cross product of these two. Let's do it. Let's see. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ I cap, j cap and your k cap, that is there. Then you have these terms which is 2, 6, 27. ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് 1, okay, lambda and your mu. Fine. So what I will get here? I cap into ഇത് രണ്ടും കൂടെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 6 mu minus 27 lambda minus j cap into 2 mu minus 27 plus k cap into 2 lambda minus 6. You can simplify anything? No. And what's been told here, when you take the cross, what you're gonna get? You're gonna get 0 vector. Now how do you find lambda and mu and lambda now? That's quite a bit interesting, man. Now as you know here we have what is 0 vector? I'm just writing one more step to make you understand. Okay, as you know that these are all the same thing, I'm not gonna change anything, but for your better understanding, what I'm gonna tell you is that, can I represent zero vector as like this? If I start to compare, dear boy, because your zero vector scalar quantity, your scalar values are what? 0, dear. Zero vector ingane namukku ezhudhan pattunne. Enna pinna I compare cheyumbol endu pattum? 0 0 0 ആയിട്ട് വരില്ലേ? അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ഈ ഒരു j ന്റെ ഇതും നോക്കാം. So 2 mu minus 27 is equal to 0. So what is mu? 2 mu is equal to, it will be 27. So mu is equal to 27 by 2. That is value of mu, dear. Fine. പെട്ടെന്ന് കിട്ടിക്കൂടെ? ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ ഇതിവിടെ ലാംഡ ഞാനൊന്ന് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നു kk. അപ്പോൾ 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0 യാർ. So 2 lambda is equal to 6. So lambda is equal to 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. So in fact what I can write? Lambda is equal to 3. Alle? So lambda is equal to 3. So what is the values what you really want as an answer over here? You are supposed to find what is lambda, what is mu. What is lambda? It is 3. What is mu? 27 by 2. Yes, that's it. End of the story. End of the 5th question, dear. Move on to the 6th one then. On to the 6th question, dear. Given that vector A dot vector B is equal to 0 and A cross B is equal to 0, what do you conclude about these vectors A and vector A and vector B? About vector A and vector B, ഇത് രണ്ട് കേസിനും കൂടെ നമ്മൾ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ how it is. Okay, that is what the question is. So basically we just need to see the different conditions of these two. Okay, what we have here, we have A dot B is what we have, and that we know that if it is 0, then what are the cases? Yeah, and here we will see if it is A cross B, then if it is 0, then what are those cases? Now as you know that this one in common they have asked, if it is so and if this is so, then what is your vector A and what is your vector B? First of all, like what I want to tell you is that just go for the formula, dear. This is just to make you understand, okay, certain things. You know this, that when A dot B, it's nothing but modulus of A modulus of B, and then you have cos theta, right? Yes, and as you know that these stuffs are just the magnitude value, right, dear? Yes, and in fact like A cross B, you will get a vector which, and the formula looks something like this, which is sin theta n cap, alle ingane rendannaanu namakku kittunnathu. Appo the play is between these two and the cos here, and over here with these this and this, dear, right? And first of all, this is what is given. That means if it is 0, there are two possibilities in which it could be 0, dear. There are 2 in this one, and in fact 2 over here. അല്ലേ, രണ്ട് രീതിയിൽ ആയാൽ നമുക്കിത് 0 ആവും. ഇവിടെയും അതേപോലെ തന്നെയാണ്. What are okay, now if this should be 0, then what are the condition, dear? Either modulus of A, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളെ magnitude of A should be 0, yeah, or നമ്മളെ mod B is equal to 0, അല്ലേ? ഇതാണ് ഒരു കണ്ടീഷൻ നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ പറയുന്നത്, ഡോട്ട് വെക്ടറിനകത്ത് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡോട്ട് പ്രോഡക്റ്റിനകത്ത് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത്, സോറി. ഈ ക്രോസ് പ്രോഡക്റ്റിനകത്തും അത് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. എന്താണ്? മോഡുലസ് ഓഫ് എ 0 ആണെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓർ ഓക്കെ, ഓർ ദിസ് വൺ mod of B is equal to 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ, then this one is 0. Yes. And what is the next one, so that we will double check it, like whether that one is also same, then we need to conclude it in a different way. Okay, dear. So over here, ഇത് എപ്പോഴാണ് 0 ആവുന്നത്? ഇതെന്തായാലും ഇപ്പോൾ 0 ആയി. ഓക്കെ, അഥവാ ഇപ്പം you have, okay, right now you have you have vector A and vector B, which is a non-zero. If it is a non-zero, okay, non-zero vector, then how this can happen, dear? This can happen only when your cos 0 becomes 0, right? When not cos 0, cos theta becomes 0. When that becomes 0, when theta is what? Theta is pi by 2. Theta is pi by 2, 90. Okay, if it is 90, then this would be 0. That means we know that vector, how this vector A and vector B should need to be perpendicular. This should be, vector A should be perpendicular to vector B. Then only you will get a 90 degree here. Then only that cos 90 would be 0. Yeah, with that 0, this A dot B will be 0. Okay, that is, these are the two conditions in your dot product. By far in cross product, we have the same as what we got here. Yeah, but the other thing I know that, how come this term becomes 0 dear, when theta is what, 0 or pi is what, 180. Appo namakku sin 0 is 0. So that means vector A, if it is parallel to vector B, okay, or their angles are 0, then, or 180, then they are parallel. Obviously they are parallel. So in that case, this would be ending up with 0. So with these two looking together, what we can conclude here? We can only conclude this one, right? Because this is in common for both the criteria, or both these ones, like A dot B and A cross B. So we can conclude that vector, okay, either vector A is equal to 0 or modulus of vector B is equal to 0. So this is what you can conclude based on what we have here, and this is in common. That's why we are concluding it like this, because the other things are just, one is perpendicular and one is parallel, so I cannot say in common. So this is the one. Fine, that was the answer for the 6th question. Move on to the 7th then. On to the 7th question dear. Let the vectors A, B and C are given as A1i plus A2j plus A3k. B1 is, what is B vector dear? B1i plus B2j plus B3k. C vector is C1i plus C2j plus C3k. Show that A cross B into A plus B is equal to A cross B plus A cross C. That's a distributive property. Namakku aano ennu illa ennu namukku prove cheyanam. Fine dear. Okay, let's take one by one. First see what is LHS here. LHS is, this is what you need to find here. What is it? A cross B plus C. So first what we will do, we'll first find what is B. Okay, B plus C, we will check what is it. So vector B plus vector C, what do you need to do? B and C, we just need to simply add it by adding the coefficients of I, J, K separately, right? So that we will get B1 plus your C1 I cap, I terms, then JJ will be B2 plus C2 J, yeah, then the third one C3, this is C2, okay, C2. Just be careful with these ones dear. If anything goes wrong, then everything is wrong. Then your B3 mine plus your C3, yeah, even I just went wrong somewhere over here. So just be careful with that. That's it. When you are careful, you will get it for sure. Okay. At the end, just see whether left hand side is equal to right hand side. That's it. So this is what I have for a B vector plus C vector. Fine. Now we will just move on to find what is A cross this one, this complete one. So what you will be getting then? So if I go for finding A cross B plus C, what I will get here is I cap J and K. What are the terms dear? A is what? A1, A2, A3, and what is B plus C is B1 plus C1, B2 plus C2, and C3 plus B3 plus C3. Fine, yes, these ones I took it here. Now we need to find what? This one. So how do you find this? Okay, maybe like I will write it here. Okay, I cap into these ones. So A2 into, so these terms, that will be A2, B3, you start writing it with me, okay? With this one, A2 into C3 is A2 C3 minus these ones multiply together, which is A3 B2 minus A3 C2. So that's done. I term is done. Now minus J, these ones, which is in fact A1 B3 plus A1 C3, yeah, then minus A3 B1, yeah, A3 B1, then this one minus A3 C1, so J is done, plus K cap, these two, A1 B2 plus A1 C2 minus A2 B1 and A2, right? Yeah, A2 C1. Yeah, that's done. That's perfect. Okay, now you can simplify these. Yeah, do you think that inside this bracket can you solve anything? I don't think so, because each one of them are separate here. So this is what I have. Okay, now better check with now what you're gonna get for RHS. So your RHS, okay, that one, your RHS dear. We will try this one first, which is A cross B, which is equal to I, J and K, yeah, I, J and K, where A you know, A1, A2, A3, B is B1, B2, B3, fine. So in that case, what you will get here, dear, you will get okay, this is I cap into these terms, which is A2 B3, these two, minus A3 B2, fine, minus J cap into these ones, which is A1 B3 minus A3 B1 plus K cap into A1 B2 minus A2 B1. That is what your A cross B. Fine. What is the next one, dear? A cross C. What is A cross C? I, J and K, where A and C, right? So A1, A2 and A3. If it is C, then C1, C2 and C3. And what I will get here, okay, I will write it here, okay, in order to just save some space. So I cap is equal to, no, I cap into these two. So A2 C3 minus A3 C2, yeah, minus J cap into A1 C3 minus A3 C1 plus K cap into A1 C2 minus A2 C1. Fine. So these two. Now I need to add these two, man. So when you add these, what you're gonna get? Let's see. A cross B plus A cross C. Let's see what we are getting for these. This is in fact your RHS, okay? We are finding RHS. We already got LHS. We just need to check whether the same thing is what we are getting over here when you add these two. Okay, let's see. Adding these two. This is gonna be what? Okay, I cap is there. Let it be in that way, no problem. I don't need to write it I cap over here. It's the same thing, right? So I cap into adding all these two together. A2, B3, adding these ones, right dear? Minus A3, B2 plus A2, C3 minus A3, C2. Just have a look at two, whether we have got it right or not. A2B, yes, it is there. This one is over here. This term is here and this term is here. Yes, I done. Check. Okay, the next one. Minus J, obviously, when you're adding it, minus J will be minus J itself. Then the terms inside, A1, B3 minus A3, B1. Here, A1, C3 minus A3, C1. Let's check that. These two together, this one and here, this and this, yes. So that too, perfect. Now the last one, obviously, that is gonna be fine. I will write here itself. Then plus K into, you have these two, A1, B2 minus A2, B1 plus A1, C2 minus A2, C1. A1, B2, yes, A2, B1, A1, C2, A2, C1, perfect, right? So we got these two dear. So that is in fact gonna be same. So what you got right now, LHS is equal to RHS dear. Right hand side is equal to left hand side. Since what we have showed, okay, can write hence showed. Fine. So it's pretty easy, but you need to just be very patient enough to multiply it together and get these ones properly. So once you got that one, then just check it, that's it, and it will be sure, man, it will be LHS will be RHS. So that was your seventh answer dear, and move on to the eighth one. Then on to the eighth question dear. If either vector A is equal to 0 or vector B is equal to 0, then A cross B is equal to 0. Is that converse true? എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ വെക്റ്റർ A എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ, if it is 0, or if vector B is equal to 0, അപ്പോൾ ഇത് രണ്ടിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു 0 ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ obviously we know that what is A cross B, അത് 0 ആണ്, നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? We know this one. And what is asking is, അതിന് നേരെ തിരിച്ചിട്ട് വരുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നേരെ തിരിച്ച് നമ്മൾ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എയും ബിയും 0 ആയിരിക്കുമോ ഓൾവേസ്? ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെയാണ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ട്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നേരെ തിരിച്ചിട്ടാണെങ്കിൽ അത് ട്രൂ ആയിരിക്കുമോ? നോ ഡിയർ, നോ, ഇറ്റ് വോണ്ട് ബി ട്രൂ. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ട്രൂ. ഓക്കെ, ദ റീസൺ, ഓക്കെ ഒന്ന് നോക്കിയോ. എന്തായാലും നമുക്കറിയാം ഇത് 0 ആവണമെങ്കിൽ രണ്ട് കണ്ടീഷൻ ഉണ്ട് അല്ലേ? എന്തായിരുന്നു രണ്ട് കണ്ടീഷൻ ഞാൻ എപ്പോഴും പറയുന്നത്? ഒന്നീ ഐദർ എന്താണ് വെക്റ്റർ എ ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 0 ആയിരിക്കണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓർ വെക്റ്റർ ബി ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 0 ആയിരിക്കണം. ഫൈൻ, അത് ഇവിടെ ആണ്. ഫൈൻ, അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും ആയിരിക്കാം. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ നേരെ തിരിച്ച്, അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ വൺ വേയിൽ നമ്മൾ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇത് 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പറയുകയാണ് ഇത് രണ്ട് 0 ആണ്, അപ്പോൾ ഇതെന്തായാലും 0 ആയിരിക്കും. Okay, if these two are 0, then this will be surely, it will be 101% it will be 0. But we also have a condition that if theta is equal to 0 or it is 180, that means if A vector is parallel to B vector anangil, if they are so, then this will be again be 0 dear. So converse means you from back, if you are going, if I am taking this condition dear, so it is not true. That means A vector and B vector cannot be true. So if you can understand properly, please understand it, because okay, once more I will just repeat what I have said. Okay, A vector and B vector is 0. A cross B is equal to 0. Fine, let it be. So you know that when A and B is 0, obviously A cross B is gonna be 0. Fine. But A cross B is equal to 0, we cannot always say that A vector and B vector is 0, because we have another condition also where this will become 0. So that is why I said no, it's not true. Why? The reason I will tell you. I'm gonna give an example on that, dear. By A vector, I'm just making a non-zero vector, okay, which is okay, I will just mark it like I plus 2j plus 3 cap. And in order to get another vector which is parallel to this vector, you just need to multiply with a number which is, you know, like collinear and all you have seen. This is gonna be what? Multiplying this one with 2 will be 4j and this will be 6k. Okay, these are the two vectors, or like this vectors, or somewhat you take one vector, just multiply with 2 and write it for b, and then you find, you already know that what is the value of value of mode of A, or the value of A vector d, magnitude of this vector is root of what? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, which is equal to root of 1 plus 4 plus 9, which is root 14. Fine, let it be. What is mod of B? Is root of again 2 square plus 4 square plus 36 square. So in fact you know that it is not gonna be 0, right? It's gonna be 4 plus 16 plus not 6, 36. Then this is gonna be like this is 20, 56. Yeah, 20, 30 and 50, 56. Yes. So these are the two values, dear, or these are the magnitudes of vector A and vector B. So which is not in fact which is not 0. So what I'm trying to do right now is, what is, let's see what this one is. Okay, A cross B. So if you take A cross B, I, J and K, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Now as you know by the determinant itself, you know that I can take a common out of it. You can see these two rows are gonna be same. When two rows of a determinant is same, dear, it's gonna be 0, or else we will just solve this one. So you know these ones are I, J, K will come on the first row, and then your A vector and B vector. So I cap into, you have these two, which is 12 minus 12 minus j cap into 6 minus 6, 2 into 3 is 6, plus k cap into 4 minus 4. What I have told you, that is 0. Yeah. So if we don't have vector A and vector B, or if a vector A and vector B is not 0, dear, still your A cross B is gonna be 0. Why? Because they are parallel, because of that simple reason. So that's why I have told you here, no, it is not true. Converse is not true. On to 9th question. Find the area of the triangle with vertex A 112, B 235 and C 155. Fine. You are supposed to find the area of the triangle. So area of the triangle and parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram is very important here. Learn that one. It's pretty easy, because as you know that first of all, എന്തായാലും നമുക്ക് ഈ പ്രോബ്ലം അറിയണമെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് എന്തായാലും ഫോർമുല അറിയണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് അറിയണം. ഏരിയ ഓഫ് എ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ആണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? ഹാഫ് മോഡുലസ് ഓഫ് എ വെക്റ്റർ ഇൻറ്റു ബി വെക്റ്റർ. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ എ വെക്റ്ററും ബി വെക്റ്ററും തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Is it given a vector or b vector? No. So first find that, or let's see like which one is a vector and b vector first of all. So I'm gonna draw a triangle just like this, where I'm gonna mark maybe this one A, B and C, where I'm gonna mark the coordinates. A is 1, 1, 2, B is 2, 3 and 5, your C is 1, 5, 5. And what about A vector and B vector, dear? We will take it from here. We'll just put these two this one as A vector, this one as B vector, no issues. We can find it as A vector. We will find the value of A vector, we will find what is B vector, then we will take the cross, dear. Let's see how do we do this. Okay, so in that way, if you go for finding A vector, dear, A vector is equal to, it is nothing but, not AB, sorry, it is BA. Why? Because that is initial to final. So BA is what I'm gonna find. So how to find? If points are given, you need to subtract from final to initial. So 1 minus 2. I cap. 1 minus 3 with J cap plus 2 minus 5 K cap, dear. What do you get is what? My A vector, which is here I cap minus 2 J cap, here minus 3 K cap, sorry. What is it? This is A vector. Fine, I got my A vector here. What is B vector then? B vector, B to C, so BC. That is in final to my to initial. 1 minus 2I, then plus 5 minus 3 plus 5 minus 5. So that gets 0, dear. And what you are getting here, your B vector is, this is gonna be minus I, this is 2J, dear, and that one is 0. So, okay, so we got two vectors, dear, which is I and which is this one as well as this. So what's next? A cross B. How to find it? I, J and K with these coefficients, which is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 with minus 1, 2 and 0, because there is no K, that's why. Okay, so that gives me I cap into these two, which is, this one is in fact 0, into idu vandu minus 6, minus of minus 6, so it is it's gonna be plus 6, dear. Yeah, plus 6, then minus J into enda idum idu 0, then these two 3, that is in fact minus 3, plus K cap into these two, this is minus 2, so again plus 2 minus 2, so it is minus 2, dear. That is equal to, this is 6 I cap namala plus 3 J cap minus 4 K cap. What is this one? This is nothing but A cross B, dear, A cross B. And what I need to find now? Now you need to find what is modulus of A cross B. Why? Because this is the formula. A cross in the term modulus of 6 square plus 3 square plus minus 4 square, that's equal to 36 plus 9 plus 16. In the term, this is gonna be 25. Yeah, 25. Then 30 is 55 plus 6 is 61. So it's root 61, dear. Root 61. പക്ഷേ എന്താ നമ്മൾ area of triangle is equal to half of this, which is half of root 61, dear. Yeah, that's equal to, you can write it like this, root 61 by 2, and you can also write like square unit. That will be good, dear, because your area le so square unit and so that is my answer, final answer for my question 9th question, dear. Fine, then move on to the 10th one then. On to the 10th question, dear. Find the area of the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are determined by the vertex A is equal to I minus J plus 3K and B is equal to 2I minus 7J plus K. It's very, very easy question, dear. You don't, even the vertices are not given, you don't need to find anything. It's two vertices of an adjacent sides are given. And we have a parallelogram. Okay, if this is the parallelogram, dear. So what they have given the adjacent sides, maybe this and this is given. What is this one? Okay, I will just mark it, this one as A and this one as B. Yeah, so if it is so, then just go ahead and find the area of parallelogram is equal to, what is the area dear? Parallelogram, what is the formula? Just A cross B. If you take it, what you are getting is simply the area of the parallelogram, and half of that is the area of triangle. That you need to keep it in your mind. Okay, so parallelograthinte pagadiyanu nammala triangle area, or else triangle area and double aanu, or 2 times is what the area of my parallelogram. That one keep it in your mind. So in that case, we'll just very quickly, we will just do the cross of A cross B. So what you will get? I, J and your K with the coefficients here 1, -1, 3, here 2, -7 and 1. Then I cap nammal, yeah, is into these two, -1. This one is -21, then +21 dear. Minus J into nammal 1, -6, then plus K cap into -7, then -2, yeah, -2, and then is that okay, -7, then this is gonna be +2. Yes, now what do you end up at? This one is gonna be 20 I cap, this is -5, so it will be plus 5J cap, here -5 cap. Oh, so what is this one? This one is A cross B. What do you need to find? Is this the answer? No, this is not. Why? Because area is modulus of this one, modulus of A cross B. What is modulus of A cross B? It is, okay, now what you can do over here is that, what I do recommend is that, suppose root of 20 square and all will become a much bigger value here. They don't give like that. Okay, so from here I can take 5 outside here. 5 today. Okay, 5. So you can take out this 5 and then you can write 4I plus J then minus K, isn't it? Can't you write like this? You can just keep this one as a lambda or something like that dear. It's a number, it's a constant. Yeah, you don't need to, even if you put it inside the root, if you square it, this will come out. Okay, so 5 will be outside. Okay, 5 will be outside because I have the 5 square, 5 will come outside, and you simply need to take the squares of these, which is 4 square plus 1 square. Because 5 even if you put it inside the roots root dear, this is gonna be giving me 5 square. So 5 I can take it outside. So that's why make sure that this one you keep it outside the root. That's much more easier for you dear to solve these type of problems. Then your -1 square. Yeah, this is 5 root. This is 16 plus 1 plus 1. That is 5 root 18. Can I solve this 5 root 18? 18 to 9. Yes, 3 and 3. Yeah, so I can take 3 outside. So because it's coming 2 times, and then root 2 inside. So what you will get? End up to 15 root 2. And area. So the area of the parallelogram is equal to 15 root 2 square unit dear. Isn't it so easy? So that was 10th question here. Move on to the 11th then. On to 11th question. Let the vector A and B be such that modulus of A is equal to 3. Yeah. And so A vector and the magnitude is 3. And the B vector is 2 by root 2 by 3. Then A cross B is a unit vector. A cross B in the unit vector. What is given? A cross B, modulus of A cross B is what? 1, because it's a unit vector, right? Unit vector. Then if the angle between them, appo രണ്ടെണ്ണത്തിന്റെ angle ഇതാണ് അപ്പോൾ യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇതിന്റെ A cross B യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്റ്റർ ആണെങ്കിൽ അതിന്റെ മിഡിലുള്ള അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിന്റെ ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീനിലുള്ള ആംഗിൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തീറ്റ എത്രയാണെന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഫൈൻ, അഗെയിൻ you have that formula dear. നമ്മൾ sin തീറ്റ എന്താണ്? നമ്മൾ sin തീറ്റ മോഡുലസ് ഓഫ് mod A vector cross B vector അല്ലേ by A vector B vector dear. ഇതല്ലേ നമ്മുടെ ഫോർമുല, നമുക്കറിയാലോ. We have this. From here what you will find? You need to find theta. അപ്പോൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് തന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്? ഇതെല്ലാം തന്നിട്ടില്ലേ വാല്യൂസ്? Just put it on dear. 1 by 3 into root 2 by 3. 3 and 3 get cancelled. What you have here is sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 എപ്പോഴാണ്? Theta is equal to, this is sin inverse 1 by root 2. That is theta is equal to what? 1 by 2 എപ്പോഴാണ്? 45, which is pi by 4 dear, which is pi by 4. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ pi by 4 ആണ് നമ്മളെ ആൻസർ. അപ്പോൾ pi by 4, yeah. So this is my answer for my 11th question dear. Yeah, it's pretty easy, right? Yes. On to the 12th then. On to the last question dear. Area of the rectangle having the vertices A, B and C and D with the position vector, okay, with the position vectors these respectively is. അപ്പോൾ പൊസിഷൻ വെക്റ്റർ ഒരു റെക്റ്റാങ്കിളിനെ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. Yeah, okay, let's have it try ഒരു റെക്റ്റാങ്കിൾ വരയ്ക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, എന്നിട്ട് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഒന്ന് വ്യക്തത വരും. You will get a clear idea about that. How it's a position vector, so you have the axis there which you know that it is 0 0 0. It's from there, that is the position vector alle onu nokke. All these points position vector is what they are asked there. Position vector ennu namala dotted line alla, dotted line varachenu vecha just to get you an idea that what the line which I am drawing is almost correct, but it just went little bit here dear. It's okay. Now what I'm talking about, I'm talking about these vectors. I'm talking about these vectors going into these vertices. Which vertices? A, B, C and D. What is given here dear? Adu manasilakan. That is the position vector. Position vector enda ipo A inde position vector, the first one. Ennu vechal ee vector aanu I plus 1 by 2 j plus 4k dear. This is that vector what I am talking about. But here I will try a little more in a different way. We will approach this one dear, because the most important thing is to find these points. That is very important. Even though it comes in the multiple choice there, it's a little bigger question, so I don't think like it should need to come in the multiple choice, but it's okay. So apo I, j, k, either how do you get this value? This value you get it when you subtract from the initial from final to initial, right? In that way it must be these points, right? E point then ആയിരിക്കില്ല എന്ന് നോക്കിയേ, just think over it dear. So these points must be this, then only -1 -0, half -0, 4 -0. That is how you get the vector. Fine dear. So what is given here? From these position vectors we can note down what is the points here. So B, what is it? It's gonna be 1, then 1 by 2 and then what? 4. And what is C then over from here? It's 1 -1 by 2 and your 4 dear, and from here your D is -1 -1 by 2 and 4. Yes, so that is given here dear. And what you are supposed to find here? The area of the rectangle dear, area of the rectangle. So area of the rectangle is nothing less than area of what? Your parallelogram, because rectangle is actually a parallelogram. So what will be the formula? It will be modulus of A vector into B. What is A vector? A vector is, it's given like okay, you can take this one as A vector, the first one, this one as A vector, and this one you can find it as B vector. Then find A and B first, then solve for it, you will get it. So what is, okay, we will see first what is A. A is nothing but it's B to A vector or BA vector. Yeah, so when you have the points you can subtract it and get the vector right here. So minus 1 I cap, then plus minus 2, no, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 j, then you have 4 minus 4, what, k. I'm getting pretty easy one, dear, because these two get cancelled. What I have here is minus 2i. Yeah. Okay, then b vector. B vector is equal to, which is in fact bc vector. That is c minus 1 minus 1 I plus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 here j, yeah, plus 4 minus 4 k, dear. So this get cancelled, this get cancelled. What I have here is your minus 1, isn't it? Because it's gonna be like 2 minus 1 is minus 2, get cancelled, minus 1 j or minus j. So these are what I have right now, dear. Vector A and vector B. What do you need to find now? It's time for us to find what is vector A cross B. Vector A, vector B. That is in fact I, j and k with the values minus 2, 0, 0, because it's I, that's why minus 2. This is j, so minus 1 and 0, dear. That is equal to I cap into, this one is 0, 0, 0, yeah, minus j cap into, this is 0, this is 0 in fact, so that is again 0, plus k cap into, this is 2, man, this is 2, then minus 0, that's it. So which implies what is A cross B? A cross B is just 2k cap, that's it. Then what is modulus of A cap into A vector into B vector? That's root of, in fact, what is it? 2 square units, man. So 2 is my answer. Where is it? C. So C is gonna be answer for my 12th question. It is pretty lengthy, but it's okay, fine. So this was the 12th question, dear. So guys, so that was our exercise. So I hope like dot product in a pole cross product in I hope like everything is okay now. It's very easy. Dot product and exercise cross product and exercise you might find it very easy, dear. So make sure that you subscribe my channel, keep on watching it, and the next miscellaneous questions, so that we will do it very fast, very quickly. So keep on watching. This is Arun here.